Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings II. This is episode 16 of our Lusignan roleplay series. So last episode, the Black Plague started sweeping across Europe, across the world really, although it's mostly just in Europe at this point, North Africa as well. And that's pretty much what half of the video, maybe more than that. There's really not a whole lot you can do while Plague's going through here. But I love all the little events that we're getting. Pretty fun overall, so let's go and keep this playing here. See if the plague will dissipate this episode. And just seeing here, it looks like he might have died from the plague. Oh, he died from an infected wound. So remember, that is the count there, so now we have a new count over here. I don't know if he's interested in any positions, but he's not really all that good. He's kind of garbage. He is secluded. So we probably couldn't place him into any positions anyways, and yeah, I don't want to because he's kind of sucky. So let's see if we can find somebody a little bit better. Doesn't seem that there's a lot of options. There's the Baron here. I guess we'll place him. He does want to become a counselor, so we're going to place him into that position, and we'll just have him. You know, it's fine. He can just perform statecraft there. There's really no point on doing anything else at this point until we get through this plague here. Because it's just absolutely devastating. You can see the modifier here with the minor depopulation, and we actually have a much worse, significant depopulation here through many of our provinces. And you can see it's really reducing the amount of money and troops that we get. So yeah, you can't really go to war. I mean, we're secluded in our court, so there's not a whole lot that we can do. And yeah, I don't know if the plague is starting to dissipate yet. It looks like yes, it is. Okay, so you can see that Italy is pretty much free of the plague now. Much of southern France is as well. It hasn't really come into much of our provinces. We have this one here, but that's pretty much it. We still have the plague in most of our provinces, but it is starting to, the first wave of it is starting to dissipate. And remember, the plague did happen a little bit earlier in our playthrough than it did historically. So a party of soldiers flying the banner of Count Henry of whatever he's from recently set up camp in the middle of the field belonging to a farmer. According to the farmer, the campfire spread out of control. Okay, so we've seen this event before, and probably gonna have him. Could have him compensate the farmer. Fire was a divine act. No one's responsible. I shall pay the farmer in my own coffers. Yeah, I mean, he is a pretty kind guy, gregarious. You know, he's just gonna pay the farmer himself. I think that makes sense for him. So yeah, the plague is really starting to push back now. Yeah, I love that there's little rats roaming around in some of these provinces as well. That's nice. But yeah, it's starting to dissipate now. We still have the depopulation, of course, that really negative modifiers. It's going to take a while to recover from this. In fact, we should probably, now that we no longer have the plague, we don't need to be secluded into the court any longer. So let's go ahead and open the gates. So that allows us to do a lot of stuff that we couldn't do before. And I'm just trying to take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so this Countess has perhaps died. Oh, okay, she died. She died of the dreaded plague. She was just a young girl, and that did result in, who is this, her sister? No, it's not her sister. I'm not entirely sure how she is related to her. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a brother or something? Or, I mean, a sister, excuse me? Yes. So that was a sister of her father, so that's her aunt. It's the little countess's aunt that has taken over. All right, interesting. So we do have a righteous imprisonment that we could do. Which is our own queen. She's looking to see me dead. Oh, wow. Well, that's a bit rough, isn't it? My own queen wants to kill me. Well, I feel like we should imprison her then. 70% chance, but yeah, why does she want to see me dead? She is paranoid. All right, well, yeah, let's go ahead and imprison her. We can't. Oh, she managed to avoid us and has fled. Now she's cowering in fear. So she has left. All right, that means she's no longer a countess here. So does that mean that we now have control of the county? Yes, we do. So we now have control of the county. Our wife has fled. So it looks like she's in this province right here. Okay, not entirely sure why she went there, but this is the Duke of Barcelona, who is, of course, under the King of Aragon. I mean, I know we've had our differences, me and my wife, but good God, I wasn't expecting her to And we got the abandon the commoners modifier because we closed our gates. I think that's the only reason why nobody died, though. Us closing our gates. You notice we didn't really have too many people getting a plague in our court. So yeah, as soon as we opened the gate, she tried to rebel, tried to get us killed, and yeah, she still wants us to be killed. I don't think I can even tell her to end her plot now. Well, she would end her plot now. Can we like do anything else here? Yeah, we can't really do anything. I don't want her really plotting against me anymore, so let's go ahead and tell her to end her plot. It's kind of a bummer that our wife is now in another land, and looks like, yeah, our spy master has secluded himself because there's still plague on that side of our lands. But yeah, nothing really to do about that. We could go into hiding if we wanted to, which is something he probably would do because he's scared. But once again, I think that she should be ending it soon, so we'll wait to see what happens there. So let's go ahead and recruit a new court physician. Let's see if we can find somebody since we no longer have one. And we should probably also go ahead and appoint our son to a position. I'm not going to give him land just yet. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and give him a county, guys. I think we should. I think we're going to go and give him this province. I think that's the best one to give him. I want one that's, a profitable province, but not one of our most profitable. I could give him our mother's, or his mother's province, our wife's province, but it's kind of a garbage one. So yeah, let's instead give him something else. So let's grant him a landed title. We're going to want to give him, if I can find it here, this one right here. Give him that county, include all lower titles to it, and this should hopefully make him like us a bit more as well. So yeah, you should accept that one. There we go. And she has, decided to no longer attempt to kill us, so that's good. I do want to have the grand tournament. Of course, we're not going to participate in it or anything like that, but with us being a coward, I don't want to do it yet. We still have plague in half of our land, so I think it'd be wise to just wait a little bit. But yeah, I think we should have a grand tournament like to celebrate us all surviving the plague. I think that'd be kind of cool. So we could go ahead and give him a position as well. I guess we could make him, we probably want to make him our chancellor, I suppose. We do also have other vassals that might want positions. Remember, Henry's kind of garbage, and also putting them in our court no longer keeps them from joining factions, so it's not really that beneficial outside of like the opinion, the negative opinion that you get when they're not in a position. So our chancellor is not quite is slightly better than our son. However, I think we're going to go ahead and I want our son to have some responsibility. So let's go ahead and give him this position here. We'll have him continue to perform statecraft for right now. Let's go ahead and say none of these guys are going to lead any armies. As far as giving titles out, our designated regent, I think we should go ahead and give to, Raymond is still secluded. That is our count and spy master. It seems that he doesn't like us as much as he once did. That's interesting. But yeah, I think our son should be the designated regent. We don't have a physician yet. I mean, we could appoint anybody here as a physician if we wanted to. We're not going to. Not going to give anybody court jester. I think let's take a look at our son and what his abilities are. I mean, yeah, he's really not good with martial, so we're not going to give him like the horse or the hunt. I'm thinking like Keeper of the Swans or High Almoner. Yeah, let's give him that one. Just taking a look at what the salary is. It's 0.06 and 1.2 prestige. Yeah, it's got a little bit better stats here for at least for the salary. So let's go to make our son this position. Earn a little bit more money. And we could also assign some of these other guys, some of these counts to some of these positions. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and make Raymond here. The Keeper of the Swans. I don't know that we're going to give any of the other counts any position. I would like to give Henry a position. I don't know which one we'd give him, though. We'd give him the Master of the Hunt, I think. Yeah, let's do Master of the Hunt for him. All right, so that looks good. I don't think there's anybody else I really want to give a position to. Yeah, that's fine for right now. We should have given our son this one. Yeah, that really would have been a better one. There's a little bit higher salary there. It's fine, guys. It's fine. This looks good. That's great for our titles. News reaches you of a traveling Arabic scholar. So this is the doctor here, and he looks okay, I guess. But we could have some issues with him being a Muslim, so let's just say I've changed my mind. Yeah, let's not go for him right now. We're gonna have to wait and find a new doctor. And we did get a massive recruitment drive, and we regained some of the weight you lost. The food shortage is finally over. Awesome. So it looks like we did lose that modifier. So our health is good again. And looks like the plague has left all of our lands. All right, so Mayor Simon beams a smile at you while handing over a pouch of gold. He claims it contains the savings accumulated for hard work and donation from the richer families in your realm. That's a pretty penny right there. Yeah, that's a nice little bit of money. And with that money, we're going to hold that grand tournament to celebrate the fact that the plague has left our lands. Let's let all the knights of the realm be invited. And we'll have to see who wins it. So Mayor Simon reminds you of all the good work he has done lately. He thinks that with fair compensation from his own pocket, the county, so he wants a county. And I'm not going to make this mayor a count. No. I don't think he would do that. We could, of course, make him into a rival. Are you blackmailing me? You'd be happy to keep your job. I don't know. It kind of feels like that's the type of guy Hugh is, right? A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, he is kind and gregarious, of course. You know what? Yeah, I guess that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm like going based on his ambitious and craven traits, but we should probably consider all these other ones as well. So let's just say he will be repaid, but not like this. And okay, so he can go ahead and carry out his duties once again. He's already doing something, that's fine. Today I was approached by my son, Pierre. Apparently he is concerned about my health and thinks that I'm becoming too frail and thin. If I keep eating so little, he says, I will no longer be able to wield a sword, pleasure a woman, or even just go out riding. So our son is concerned about us. All right, well, I'm glad that he's concerned for us. I think we're doing better now, of course, now that we are no longer secluded with no pickled boar's head. So we can say that we can eat more. You tell him to shut the hell up. I'll say we should eat a little bit more. It's been quite some time since I really went out hunting or trained for combat. My body may no longer be what it used to be. Oh, okay, so this is why. We might have gotten this. But spending more time at home with my beautiful wife gives me all the happiness I need. We're not even at home with our beautiful wife. So I don't care. The only thing that matters to me is my family. We'll keep eating and potentially become fat. And that would make us more fertile, though. But of course, it doesn't help us because our wife is off. And your caring and kind attitude might earn you the love of your relatives. Or we could go on a diet. Force yourself to change your dieting habits, and then it'll be a hard diet. You know what? I don't really know what he would do. Just take a look. I feel like after that period of starving, Hugh really, really wants to eat. I feel like that was a rough time for him. He didn't like it. I think he's gonna get fat. Excuse me. So Hugh is now fat. So we kind of listened to the advice to our son a little bit too much, and we have gotten fat now. I think it's fitting. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm loving the look of this. Though I kind of want to go to the barber shop just a little bit and give our character a little bit of hair. Oh, I didn't know he was a gingy. Is that why he was bald? Maybe it might have been. You know what? We're just going to go with the big, bald, fat look. I think that's pretty fitting. Yeah, we'll go with the bald look. It's fine. I didn't realize he had red hair because his eyebrows aren't red. And the keep has been built. Excellent. A little bit more manpower. We now have only 7.31 thousand men. Not a lot. So kind of a rough period. It's time for the tournament to begin. Pierre was right. I feel a lot stronger and healthier since I took on my new diet. I'm also ashamed of the pathetic, shaking little creep I was just not too long ago. So I have to throw out all my old clothes because we're fat. So I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with... Okay, so this is our kinsman. I'm going to say we'll do nothing for now because that's our friend. Yeah, I mean, we like him. I mean, he's our kinsman. I don't know that we're quite friends, but yeah, I don't really see any reason to do that. We'll say we'll do nothing for now. I feel like... I mean, he's chased. Never mind. I was going to say I feel like maybe we should... Maybe, you know, with him kind of going down this route, maybe he would go down the route of seduction. But yeah, he's chased. That doesn't make any sense for him. Kind of just wanted to change something here. But none of them are really what I'm liking. He could go to drinking again. We kind of already done that route before, though. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that, guys. All right, well, we'll just stay as is. All right, so the grand tournament has begun. And who is this that won? Oh, he placed third place. Okay, so he is actually my son's steward and a commander, and the heir to bishopry. Okay, he fought hard. So he got third place. See who got second place. This Baron here got second place. I don't know where he's... Okay, he's the Baron right there. Got it. That's a great performance, my friend. And then the first place was the commander up here. One of our vassals, commanders, I believe. Yeah, that's one of our vassals. All right. He truly deserves it. So the tournament is now over, and now it's time to bask in glory. So the prosperity of our capital has increased because of that. What else can a man pretend from life besides a full stomach? I loosened my belt and let out a long sigh, letting my eyes go over the line of dishes still waiting for me on the table. Here in my palace, I'm happy, warm, and pampered. There is nowhere else I'd rather be, nothing else I'd rather be doing. Oh, so we're not going to be ambitious anymore. We're going to be content in life. Okay. Because we're fat. We're just content eating food in our home. So that does mean that because we're content, we can no longer have the ambition to, become super prestigious. So I guess maybe build a war chest. Yeah, let's do that. We'd need 700. I know we need 1,000. Oh no, it's 700. All right, we'll go ahead and do that then. We're gonna build a massive war chest. That'll be our ambition. As far as I do feel like we should probably change this now, especially now that we're no longer ambitious and we just want to sit around and eat food. So yeah, let's go ahead and change this, guys. I think it makes sense to go ahead and change. Although, man, I really wish we could do something about our wife. And we can't request a divorce. It's just not possible. And we don't like her. We don't like her at all. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I almost want to plot to kill her. I think that's, well, no, that's not fitting. He's too kind of a guy. Yeah, he's just too kind of a guy to plot to kill somebody. All right, well, let's just go ahead and focus on drinking then. So that's what we're going to change over to. Not so concerned about rulership any longer. And looks like there's a succession crisis over here, perhaps. Yeah, a little bit of a succession crisis. I'm not really seeing where the enemy is. All right. I don't know if they already put it down, and maybe I'm seeing this a bit late. Yeah, it's only been a couple days. I don't think so. A new bird has arrived in the muse, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. So I think we're not really lazy, but we're certainly fat. I don't think we really want to go out on the hunt, guys. So let's read a book. And a poetry book is really inspiring. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. So give me a quill. We're an aspiring poet now. So we should probably ask somebody to go drinking. Maybe go ask our son to go drinking. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, let's go and invite him to drink. Just looking to see if there's anything else that's, of interest here that we might want to do. I don't really think so. Nah, there's not really anything. All right, let's go ahead and invite him to go drinking with us. He still has not impregnated his wife yet. A little bit concerned about that. She's 26, but maybe they'll have late baby or whatever. Eastern Europe, ravaged by the plague. Dear father, of course I will feast with you. Bring my best appetite. Awesome. We're going to go drinking with our son. My modest attempts to write poetry was never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reacting or singing my poems. So we can say fame and fortune awaits, or my poetry is never meant for others. Yeah, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to share our poetry. Fame and fortune awaits. So we are now a poet. Just taking a look here. Oh, we're preparing a small feast for our son. I thought it was right here, perhaps not. There it is right there. There's the poet trait. So we have increased diplomacy. We're a pretty diplomatic guy overall. And we fulfilled the ambition to build a war chest. Excellent. So now we're going to be able to earn more money. We can imprison somebody. So let's just take a look who this is. This is the Countess. What is she doing? She's got the seduction focus. She wants to fabricate a claim on the duchy. All right, so we could go and imprison her. Could just tell her to end the plot as well. Who's her heir? Yeah, I feel like we kind of imprison anybody who tries to take titles from us. That's kind of the way we've always done it. The way all of our characters have done it. She wouldn't end the plot any damn way. So yeah, I think imprisonment is going to be necessary. It's a 90% chance of success. And she's now safely locked away in her dungeons. We could, of course, just straight up release her. Just kind of like, I guess we'd probably want to get at least a little bit of money from her. How much would we get for ransoming? 70 gold, that's all right. So we could always just ransom her. Wait a minute. Okay, so as you are such an accomplished poet and the Countess is your prisoner, you may punish her by declaiming terrible poems to her. And then we'd get a negative modifier for reading terrible poetry to her. Well, I'm tempted to do that. I don't really feel like that's the punishment for trying to take her title. Yeah, I don't really see that at all. Just taking a look at her traits because I'm curious. Lustful, arbitrary, she's homosexual. But she still was able to have plenty of children with her husband. Who's her lover? Who's her lover? There's nobody. She doesn't have a lover. She's uncouth, though. That's probably why she doesn't have a lover. Or maybe she just likes, bouncing around and getting as much as she can. She likes that seduction focus. All right, well, I mean, we could just release her and show her mercy and make her like us slightly more. Or we could just straight up ransom her. I feel like she has learned her lesson. Let's go ahead and ransom her. Get a little bit of gold. And there we go. Well, she hasn't accepted yet. But our guests have arrived for the feast. And she has accepted. Excellent. And I don't know if that's... Yeah, we still have the negative opinion modifier. Because we ransomed her, we didn't get anything positive as if we had like let her go for free. But that's okay. Hopefully she doesn't do anything crazy again. So we got a little bit of money from that. And we should probably spend our money. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such a short time. It brings me closer to my companions. I feel like good friends already. So we are now best friends with our son. That is awesome. Have a good relationship with our son. We haven't always had good relations with our son, though perhaps we're not best friends. I thought we were. What I didn't realize is that, yeah, we are best friends with her still. Okay. What is she doing right now? Is she doing anything? It doesn't look like she's married or anything. She's 44. Yeah, I guess there's not really much for her to be doing. All right. Yeah, this is the Craven who we established a great relationship with when we were huddling together, scared. I feel like this would be who we would want to, we would want to like, maybe have a special relationship with. But yeah, we can't right now because I just don't think it makes a lot of sense to go to the seduction focus right now. And with us being a chase character, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's not really anything else we need to do with her either. So we have a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything to get in our capital. There is not. Nothing else to build over here. We could, of course, continue to build in the hospital, though. Take a look. It's a level 3 hospital. We could go in and get something else going here. More disease resistance. Economic. Yeah, you know what? We'll do this one. This is economic technology points. I think that'd be useful to have. Continue building that hospital up. The revelry and... Okay, so that's right. It was fun. We enjoyed it. Had a good time. And are starting to lose some of the modifiers over here. Yeah, no major modifiers are affecting the province as far as our prosperity, so that's good. As those kind of dissipate, we should be getting like more money, and also we'll be getting ourselves, more men as well, troops. So we can't pick another ambition. I wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing to pick. We can see the realm prosper. This would... What do we have to do this? Okay, so we have to stay at peace for 5 years. I can see him doing that. He's not ambitious any longer. He's not really looking to expand his realm. He's actually quite content. So I think that this makes a lot of sense for him to do. He'll get a stewardship point as well from it if he succeeds. Yeah, let's go and do that. I think that makes sense for him. He just wants to eat and drink and grow fat. That's all he really cares about in life anymore. We do have weak claims that we could press if we so desired. Just taking a look at where all these are at. Yeah, I don't see us pressing any of these for these characters. Though one of them might be. Is one of those our friend? It doesn't matter anyway. It's already gone. So Count Raymond claims that the prince is attempting to promote vile heresies. How should I use this information? Oh, okay, this is Raymond. Is he trying to promote vile heresies? He doesn't look like that. He's trying to do any heresies? That sounds like a lie. Let's take a look. I'm not seeing any traits or anything. It doesn't mean it's not true, of course. Let's see. We can expose and denounce him, and then it'll give us a reason to arrest him. We'll charge him as a heretic. And once again, he's kind of a friend of us. We can threaten him. We're just going to keep this information to ourselves. We kind of like him. I don't want to cause him any problems, guys. All right, so let's go and I guess we can take a look at once again at the hospital, see if there's anything else that we really want to get here. Not really. A soup kitchen, I guess. Get a soup kitchen for all of our people. You know, I think we're pretty much good here. I don't think we need to do any more stuff on the hospital. Could always build more hospitals as well. Hospital can be, quite beneficial. I think we were building in Bourbon before. I think that's what, yeah, this is where we need stuff. So let's go ahead and build a barracks here. Get more troops. Clearly something we need. Troop numbers are way down from where they used to be at. We can try recruit another court physician. So let's go and try and see make that happen. Also, I wanted to invite a holy man to court, so we're going to do that again. Let's just take a look at this guy, see if he's pretty decent. And what I'm saying, he's a little bit lustful. He's got some issues, but yeah, I'm liking him. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and appoint him to our court. That's not the physician. We could appoint him to physician. He'd be a decent physician, but that's right. I wanted to have him be appointed as a successor in some of these realms here. So yeah, we're going to appoint him to any place where we can appoint successors. Yeah, some of these places the kingdom doesn't have free investiture, so we can't appoint them there in those provinces, but that's okay. I'll appoint them in all these ones. Get that nice opinion boost for that. Let's see what other things we can do here. I would like to promote a commander. I feel like we don't have enough commanders here. Let's just take a look at him, see how he looks. 18 skill here. Yeah, he's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and make him a commander. I feel like we don't have enough commanders, so we'll go ahead and make him one. We'll go and arrange a marriage for him as well. If we can find somebody like somewhat decent, I guess. Maybe somebody with a high military skill. But we want them to also be French. If we can find one that's French. You know what? She looks alright. She's almost the same exact age. Yeah, let's go and see if we can't arrange a marriage for her. Yes, that is a yes. So we're gonna go and make sure that he gets married. Alright, awesome. So of course they did agree to that. Maybe they'll start plopping out some babies. Some awesome high military commander babies. And then there was another thing I wanted to do as well. We still haven't appointed a court physician yet. I think we're just fired that event, so we're waiting on it. Waiting for us to find one. The other thing I wanted to do, though, before we finish up here, or maybe we should save a little bit of money. I want to go ahead and search for a smith. Maybe start working on getting something there with our money. Wait till we get a little bit more, though. One of your scouts report of a cunning eunuch. All right, so he's okay, I suppose. I suppose he'll do good enough. At least we don't have to worry about him trying to fuck any of the ladies in our court. So yeah, load up the car. Oh, because what is he asking for? He spends his time drinking wine, eating, and sharing stories with the guests. Apparently he's very well schooled and has vast knowledge of medicinal mixtures. And offering gold and food would definitely convince him to take up residence at our court. So yeah, we'll do that. It's fine. I don't know if it's worth it, of course, but we'll do it, guys. All right. So we're just kind of building up the chest a little bit, the war chest. I guess it's not really war chest because we're not going to war, but building up our treasury, I suppose. And our steward has collected a special tithe. Excellent. All right, that's super helpful. Let's go ahead and do it now then. Because I was waiting a little bit. But yeah, let's search for a smith. And I almost want to get a weaponsmith or a set of armor. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do a goldsmith. Because I want to say we got like the shitty... Yeah, we kind of have the shitty crown. We're king now. We never did craft a new crown that fits our new rank. So let's do that. I think that makes more sense. Hopefully we'll be able to get a better quality crown. The peasants, quite far apart and spread out. Your spy master suggesting bets. Okay, so what would this give us? Increase supply limit. And yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We got the money. We got the spare funds. Make that happen. During the last few days, I've overheard the same conversation again and again, so this is a renowned goldsmith. Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. So, yeah, nothing displays authority like fine jewelry. So he has arrived, he's accepted our invitation, and we want an impressive set of jewels. It's gonna be 500 gold. I knew it was somewhere around there, that's why I wanted to have about that. I was walking towards Master Blassie's, I think it's Blassie's smithy. I could not hear the sound of progress, but instead the sound of voices talking. So, seen this event many times. Our son is now here, so there's no harm in him taking some, time to help him. Or we could do this to get a better, superior chance of work. But I mean, it's literally 5% chance. And it's our son, and he's going to get himself 1+ stewardship. He's currently at 6 stewardship. Yeah, I see no harm in that. Let's take a look here. He's now at 7 stewardship. Excellent. And still, no child. She's now 29 years old. It's come to my attention that Chancellor is okay, so he better not use it. Guy de la Pole has decided to go ahead and use a claim on my title. Oh, the de la Poles, man. I actually like that family in history as well. But for right now, he's a bastard. And man, digging his wife's hair though. Look at that long black hair. It has been many weeks since I commissioned the work for me, and today he informed me that he's fled from my lands to the... Oh, wow. Oh, how dare that he betray me. The goddamn thief. Wow. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, that is really messed up. Did he give it to him? I don't know. Imagine we're pretty pissed off about that, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Yeah, we just kind of got screwed. Now we're going to wait till our treasure gets back up to about 500 at least. All right, and then we'll look for another smithy, though. I don't know if we can do it right away. Might have to wait. According to your marshal, the peasants have frequent troubles, so a safe peasant is a productive peasant. So we can pay a little bit of money and to protect against revolt risk and increase prosperity. We'll do that. But we'll again have to wait for the money. I'm happy with my place in life. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than just take care of myself and my friends. I am content. And he loves our philosophy. I have feared for Count Raymond's sanity. He has not been himself lately. He's depressed. To help with ease his problems, I made him join me in the garden to relax and just talk about whatever he needed to talk about. Alright, he approves of it. In fact, we should probably go drinking with somebody. And we actually have another saint. Alright, so, I don't know who exactly she is. She's a German. Ooh, she had some troubles in life. She was a crusader. And yeah, she just became a saint. Okay. Truly an inspiration to us all, of course. Oh yes, that's right. I was going to see if we can hire a smith again. It does seem that you can't do it for 2 years. Okay. Had a daughter born. Is that the guy we just got married off? Yeah, we just married off. She's a chef, apparently. Oh, and she's a possessed chef. So, interesting. All right, well, they had a kid together. They had 2. I'm guessing these are twins, or maybe not. Yeah, they're not even twins. All right. Maybe she had already had a kid. She was a little bit older. It could have been a kid from another. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's just take a look. Yep, that's a kid from another husband. Got it. All right, so that makes sense. So your guards inform you that yet another peasant family has been found butchered not far from when the first grisly murders took place. This time the killer was caught in the act. I guess he must have missed the first event. And he was perforated by arrows when he tried to escape your guardsmen. It would seem the peasant you had imprisoned was innocent after all. Unfortunately, he perished in your dungeon months ago. Oh. Okay, maybe I do remember imprisoning that guy. Alright. Oh, yes, that's right. Didn't he, like, murder his whole family or something like that? Or we thought he did. Apparently he was innocent. Alright, well, innocent man died in the dungeons. I feel somewhat bad about it. Let me just take a look at if we have any. We don't have any prisoners. Okay. I don't know how long it'll be. It looks like 1326 February. Okay. So in February of the following year, we'll be able to send for another smithy, which I'd definitely like to do. And barracks has been constructed. Excellent. So hopefully more men. Yeah, we're back up to about 10,000. Ooh, another crusade. The faithful will prepare for war. So it's to Lithuania. We will definitely be assisting in this conflict, guys. Remember, this is the whole goal here. We're crusaders now. Will King Hugh go? Probably not. No, King Hugh is not going to go. But maybe we can send our son. We'll make him our commander, perhaps, just so he can get over there and get the trait. So yeah, we're going to pledge the troops to the crusade. When does it happen? 452 days. We do need to select a beneficiary as well. Albert approaches me on my way out to tell me how happy he was to hear that I pledged my men to the crusade and wished me luck in the upcoming war. All right, thank you. So let's just take a look at who's available for our beneficiary. I don't know who we're going to place here, honestly. We could do Jocelyn, I guess. He's with the Totona Quarter. Yeah, I suppose we'll do him. Why not? I don't know who she is. I never know who any of these characters are. We'll do Jocelyn, that's fine. And... oh yes, that's right. We wanted to send for a smithy again, because I think it should be been long enough. And hopefully this guy doesn't run off with our goddamn money. All right, so find me a goldsmith, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and make our son commander, in addition to all his other many titles. Oh, he's a drunkard. Oh, and he's a craven just like us. Well, we don't really care that he's a craven. We're still gonna send his ass off to war. We're not going to go to war. We would never do such a thing, but we don't care that he's a craven. So let's go ahead and select some commanders, guys, because we don't really have any commanders selected just yet. So let's do... We got 2 Simons here. They're both decent. So let's lay both of them into the positions. And then also our son. We need to find him. I don't actually know if he's any decent. I don't think he is. I think he's pretty garbage. Yeah, he's terrible at it. That doesn't matter. This is about prestige. Somebody from the family has to be involved in the crusade. Certainly won't be Hugh. According to our son, the peasants have started a delightful tradition where the peasant chief from several villages meet up and dance, feast, and pair up for future marriage. By promoting this tradition, Pierre believes that the county will believe a strong local culture that will attract more peasants. Yeah, let's do that. During the last few days, I've overheard the same conversation, so this is our renowned goldsmith here. So hopefully she doesn't run off with her money. So let's try this again. She accepted our invitation, and we're going to go ahead and do the 500 gold again. And hopefully this goes a little bit better than the last time. She's kept me up to date in the progress of the crown jewelry. I knew that they were nearing completion, but when the heavy box was brought to me today, I was still momentously breathless with excitement. All right, awesome. So we got some good stuff. This is going to be a little bit better than our current stuff. Let's just take a look at it. We might want to give like the crown of lilies and stuff to our son. So this is not the one, I think. Yeah, we don't have this one equipped. If you just take a look, it's just much better overall. So let's go ahead and make sure that we equip that one, and then we're going to be giving that one off. Seeing other options here. So this is the ruby scepter over the noble scepter. Once again, much better. Let's go and equip that. And then the golden sword is for the engraved sword, yeah. So we want to go ahead and equip that one as well. And then, of course, we have our French Crusader sword that we got there. I think we should go and give some of these weapons off to our son. Anything that we currently don't have equipped. Looking at the Crown of Lilies, the Noble Scepter, the Engraved Sword, and the Blade of Bourbon. So those are the ones that we're going to want to go ahead and give to our son. And make him like us a bit more, as well as just make him better overall. So let's see if we can't give him these artifacts. And that's nice. It tells you if it's equipped or not. Okay. So yeah, Noble Scepter. I'm going to give him that one. Or let's give him the Crown of Lilies first. He should accept that. And you are welcome, son. And let's go and give him some more stuff. See if I can find Noble Scepter. There we go. And it won't increase his opinion any further since we already gave him items, of course. So this is just about help on him out. The engraved sword, of course. And then the last weapon that we have. And this is the Blade of Bourbon. All right, awesome. So we made him a little bit better. He's, of course, going to get his prestige and stuff increased a little bit faster as well. So have lost all these. All right, excellent. All right, so when he goes on crusade, he'll be a better equipped, I suppose. All right, he'll have a nice crown and have a sword. I'd love to get him some armor, so maybe we'll... I don't know that we'll have time for that. Yeah, I don't think we'll have time for it. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be, another 2 years, obviously, before we can invite the smith. And as a coward, I definitely think that we'd want to get an armor smith here. This will be in 1328, in April of 1328, so it's going to be a little while. Lots of peasants have moved to the county in Bourbon. So, yeah, let's go. I will let Simon oversee the construction there. And you know what? We'll go ahead and take advantage of that and build the jousting list. And it should be a little bit cheaper here. Maybe not. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, it should be. Local build cost is lower there. Maybe it was more expensive than I thought it was. All right, well, whatever. We'll get it anyway. Let's go and build that. We got the Crusade for Lithuania, of course. We're going to gain some piety from this. And he's accepted our call to arms. And we're going to want to go ahead and raise up our armies since we are now on crusade here. And just loud-ass motorcycles going by. I do apologize for that. So let's go ahead and raise up our armies. We're going to send them off on crusade. And we're also going to be having our son lead the armies. And we're just going to have them all assemble over here for right now. And my magnificent cat curled up in its favorite spot by the window last night. I think now that maybe it knew it did not have long left in this world. At least it went peacefully. Oh no, we lost Boots. All right, so the funeral shall be set in the garden where it loved to play. So whenever you stroll by the rose bushes, you shall remember your cat. I shall invite the whole court to celebrate the adventurous life of my cat, and the cat will be honored, and we'll get the charitable trait. I think that's a bit much. I don't think we're going to do that, even if it is a good trait to have. I mean, we like the cat and all, but I don't think we like them that much. All right, so let's get all of our troops over here. I think it's about 11,000 or so. Go ahead and merge these. And place our son in the middle, though it doesn't seem that we can place him in the middle. I don't know if I have him set so that he can't lead troops. I think I do. And we want him to lead, so let's go ahead and fix that so that he can lead these troops here. We still don't have him as an option here. I'm not entirely sure why. I know that he's a commander. I set him to be a commander. Yeah, he is a commander. Not entirely sure why I can't place him in charge here. It's kind of a shame because I really wanted to have him lead. Seemed like that makes sense to have him lead. Is he currently like leading or anything? Let's see where he's at right now. So he's in the court. Maybe we need to give a second before we'll be able to appoint him. Yeah, we can't. All right. All right, so what we'll do is we'll stop him from doing anything, and then hopefully that should allow us to place him now. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go and place him in the center. He's a terrible commander, but we don't give a shit. We do not care about such things, even though we brought this guy here just to be the commander of our troops. And Simon will be over here on the right flank. All right, so let's go ahead and get the troops moving forward. Let's get them moving over to, I think it's right over to here. Let's make sure that we go to the area. I think it just needs to be anywhere in the Lithuania area. So let's go ahead and move them over there now. Hopefully the crusade doesn't go too quickly, because we got a long, long walk to go, guys. Yeah, it's going to take a long time for these guys to get over there. And I just don't want it to progress before we even get there, because we're like about as far as it gets from the situation. Yeah, it's at 11% right now, guys. All right, we're almost there. There we go. We're not quite there, though. It's not registering that I'm here. We might need to go all the way over here. Not entirely sure. Let's move over to there. That's got to be considered part of Lithuania. I'm a little bit surprised that it hasn't been. Okay, he got the Crusader trait. So yeah, he is now considered a Crusader, which of course gives them some nice bonuses there. Remember, that was something we wanted to get for all of our characters, but it's been a little bit of a lack of Crusades overall for them to go on. All right, and that did increase his combat ability a little bit, not much, but enough, I suppose. And yeah, we're gonna try and participate in this if we can. Maybe attack right there, though it looks like this is actually the capital. So let's go and attack right there then. Try and take the capital. That's how we will help in this war effort. Try and seize control of the capital there. Come on, buddy, you can get there. There we go. All right, so we're gonna attack there. That'll be our job, to seize control of the capital, because there's no armies really to fight. I guess there's this one over here, though. I think that's a rebel army. There's an army right there as well that we could attack. Let them deal with the rebels, though, I say. Yeah, let them throw their manpower against the rebels. And we'll just focus on sieging down this province. And my lord, I'd like you to invest in building a great temple for the glory of the Blessed Virgin. I'll contribute from my own purse to the construction costs. All right, so where does he want this to be built? I'd assume that would be right here. I know that it's cheaper to do, guys, but yeah, I just don't see him doing that right now. You know, we're over here concentrating on this war. It's expensive. I think we would continue investing on that. So we can put some points into something over here. So let's just take a look and see what we want to get. Could get the castle infrastructure, could get construction so we can build quicker. You know what, let's get the castle infrastructure first, I think. That'd probably be the best thing to get. Or we could get an improved keeps too. All these are pretty good, but yeah, this gives us more money. So let's invest in the castle infrastructure. We won't be able to build anything yet because we're broke and we're in war. Let's just continue sieging this down. We're about a little over halfway done. About halfway done with the war as well. We just got a victory there as well, and yeah, we could declare this war over at any moment if we wanted to. I'd love to actually get involved with a battle, but it looks like the Crusaders are already over. So the Catholic Crusade for Lithuania has ended, and the Pope has won. Victorious Crusaders. So he's been beaten in every turn of the war, and it looks like the Duchess has been given these lands of Lithuania. Praise God. The Lord in Sudovia. So this is our count here, Count Jocelyn. And it does seem that he just got a title here. He got the county right there because of our contributions in the conflict. Awesome. So we're extending our dynasty out. So that's very good. Of course, we're just going to say we get the choice to play as him if we wanted to. But yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm also seeing that we got some stuff in our treasury. We got the Nail of the True Cross, as well as the Splint Mail Armor. Okay, let's take a look at all that then. And we could also, I believe, I think it might be 1329. Let me just take a look. I was going to say we could send for the Smith again. We can. All right, so let's go and send for the Smith. We wanted the armor this time. And look at all that money we got. Good God. Yeah, we just got a ton of money. All right, look at all these things we could do if we wanted to. All right, so we could compose a book. He is a poet. I suppose that makes sense. And we could also hold a feast. Let's compose the book. And what would we want to write about? I feel like we would probably write about, with our very high diplomacy, I think we'd do something about the intricacies of relationships. I think that makes sense. That's what we're going to do it on. So we'll write it on that. And then the other thing I was going to do is we're also going to hold a feast. Because why would we not? In celebration of a victorious crusade. Just going to spend our money. So let's go and bring our troops back home. It's going to take them a little while to get here, of course. And yeah, just sitting on a ton of money. I do want to see those items that we got. So let's go and take a look at those. So we have the armor of the cross, which is not equipped. It's slightly better than our current armor. So we actually just hired a armor smith that we don't need to hire. So we might give this to our son. Let's take a look, see what the next thing that we get is. I might turn it down since we have this better armor now. Yeah, I mean, this is decent. I don't see any reason to get that one. Yeah, I think this one's fine. So let's go and equip this. And we'll probably turn down the smith that is sent here. And then remember, we got the nail of the true cross, which is a very good quality as well. And increases prestige, piety, and diplomacy. I was wondering why our diplomacy was a bit higher. It makes sense. All right, so we can pick another ambition as well. We can build a great work if we wanted to. I suppose we probably would. Yeah, with all that money that we just got, sure. I didn't know if I could do this or not. I hope it doesn't crash. But yeah, we'd probably want to create a great work in our capital. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here. Well, let's let it play to deal with all the stuff I had just done. I want to offer you my patronage. What is this? Okay, yeah, we want to do that one. It's about the feast. No feast is complete without boar meat. Of course, we all know Hugh loves his pickled boar's head. So let's go ahead and send the marshal out. He could get injured, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Best part of preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. We're going to spend lavishly on food, of course. Our fat ass got to have that delicious food. And most of the preparation is done. We're sending out the invitations. And some people were not willing to attend. Damn you. Really, I just care about my main vassals. Well, nobody's going. Good God, that's a lot. I mean, we have a lot of vassals, but the guests have arrived. It seems all the main ones, the counts and stuff, have arrived. Have decided to come, so that's good. And looks like we're going to become best friends with the bishop here. Okay. I want to get my troops back home. I might not be able to do that, though. So the more wine Prince Pierre drank, the more and louder he talked and laughed until he let out a loud snoring and fell face first into his plate. The servants discreetly removed the prince from the table and took him to his bedchamber. Because remember, he's a drunk, guys. He's a drunkard. It's a shame. Alright, that's disgusting. His wife's still not pregnant. Oh, wait a minute. They did have a kid. Why did I not get a notification about that? It's interesting. Yeah, they have a kid, but yeah, I didn't get a notification for it. I'm surprised. You would think I would have been notified of that. She is sickly, though. So she might not make it past. Yeah, that's a shame. We can name her, too, if we wanted to. Because, you know, she's... And we could name her. I'm fine with that. What is that? Melisende? Yeah, I'm fine with that name if you guys are. Let me know in the comments what you think about the name for our granddaughter. Last of the guests have returned home. Alright, so the feast went well. I'm trying to get my troops back home. It's a long journey, though. Much longer than I was expecting. And here's the remarkable armor smith, which we're probably just going to go ahead and turn down. Yeah, we're not going to invite the armor smith. The Council Black, we're used to horseshoes and... Oh, I did pay for it. Oops, my bad. I thought I'd turned it down. I did not. I think I got the crappy armor. Well, let's send it off as a gift to somebody then. Let's send it to somebody you want to be friends with. Like maybe one of our counts. Does this guy have anything? I don't know. We can't really see what's in his treasury. Oh, it's open. Or it's empty, excuse me. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and give it to him then. Remember, I'm always trying to be friends with him. His name is He's Count Raymond the Whisperer. That's awesome. I like it. Look at that intrigue. That is nasty. Wow, he's fantastic. What is he doing right now? Are we taking advantage of that? We're not. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and give him an artifact. We're going to give him that shitty armor we just got. If I can find it anyway. Poorly crafted armor. You can have that. It's not great. It does increase his personal combat skill, though. I'm sure he'll take it. So we gave that to him. And then the other thing I want to do is take a look at what he's currently doing in the council. So let's just see here. He is scheming. Well, I feel like he should probably be like studying technology with that really good skill that he has. I don't know how we're looking on technology. You know what? We'll do that next episode because it is the end, guys. This is all we can do here. I might invite him for drinking, though, because I'm trying to make friends with him and shit, although he likes us quite a bit already. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know, we had our crusade. Son went on crusade. He's got his first daughter as well. Hopefully they have more children, because yeah, she's a sickly kid. And obviously you want your son in this time as well. It's better to have a son coming into the throne. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching, guys.